Okay, what is everybody? Today we're back again with the next episode of the beginner series. We finished up Yukon last time. We are now heading on Vurhonga, Savannah, and this video is going to be the basic map guide of Vurhonga, since we basically went over everything you need to know basically for the game. And now we're just going to be heading into Vurhonga, loading up the game, and we're going to do a quick run through of the map, what is important, what is not, and then we're gonna go on a little mini hunt on here and just see what we can find with our beginner equipment and just general stuff. This map for me is probably my favorite beginner map of all, just because of how open it is. It's the map that I learned to play this game on actually, and it was the best for me. I loved it. I got my first diamond on here as well, and it was just a blast going out on here and hunting, getting good cash from the gemsbuck, the lions, as they're easy to find and they give you really good cash, which I've said well in the past. This animal is a lot more open. There's a lot less brush that hides the animals. Of course you're gonna have like scrubs and brushes like here and here, but generally the water is usually pretty open and the animals on there are pretty easy to find on this game, on this reserve, which is really good, especially if you're starting off, because you don't really need all that like tracking and spotting things, because you're gonna find stuff easily, and tracking is a lot easier because there's not too much that's gonna come in the way of you trying to find an animal. So it's great fun, it's good, and you can kill most of the animals like right off the start of the game. Like with the 243 you can get a lot of the animals on here. So why don't we quickly start the two missions, which is go to this lookout tower, go to this outpost, and then we're going to do a quick run over of how the map works and where things are going to be drinking at. And here we are now getting ourselves the outpost. Now let's start talking about the animal locations. First of all, let's talk what we have. So we have a species of rabbits on here. We have the lions, we have the gemsbuck, we have the lizard kudu, we have the warthog, we have the gemsbuck, we have the Cape buffalo, and the stringbuck. So that should make all 8 animals in total. Let me just quickly confirm that very quickly here in our codex, which you can also find here, but you want to go in wildlife where you can see every single animal in the game, but I'm pretty sure I just listed all of them correctly. If I do miss one, I will say it again at the end. I might have missed the side strip jackal, but I'm pretty sure I said that as well. Now let's talk about where the animals mainly drink. Let's start with the Cape buffalo because it's the easiest to show. They are going to be all up along this northern coast, at this river. I have funnily enough seen them here as well, and they will also be down in this area down here. It doesn't show lakes, but there's like swamps where you'll have like small lakes around, like with trees around it. So just go look here down from either this outpost or from this outpost, and they are also going to be down here. It's the same situation as over here. The lakes aren't marked, but they do drink there. Now next, our gemsbuck are basically all over the map if you want to find them in their feed zone. Recently I've noticed there's a ton of them in this area over here in central Savannah. Oh, and Cape buffaloes, well, they also drink down here. Almost forgot about this zone, but this is pretty good as well. This is like just one of the more dense areas. Then next, moving on with the rabbits. The rabbits are also basically everywhere. They drink, like, I don't even know when their drink time is. I haven't really ever hunted them, but you'll see them around a lot, and you'll hear them like warning thumping when you get close to them, and generally I see them a lot, like everywhere. But I think hotspots are this area down here and this kind of area down here as well. Now springbuck are pretty common to find as well. It's not too hard. You'll find them over here, you'll find them here, you'll find them at Twin Lake, you'll find them over here, you'll definitely find them here and here. Definitely here. A good amount of them there as well. This is a hotspot lake right here. This spot over here, if you place a tent like here, you can just look down here and you'll see a big herd of them usually. They'll also come over here and they are rarely here, but they do come here a lot as well. Kudu and wildebeest, they kind of have the same zones as well. Similar to the springbuck, they're down in the southern area. They're over in this area, but less so around these lakes. They do come to this one up here. They come up here. They come up here. Not too sure about this one, but I think kudu definitely use this as well. They will come here for sure, and they also do come here occasionally. But they are very night active animals, so during the day they're mostly going to be resting and not doing much. So if you don't find them that commonly, don't worry, it's just because of that. Lions are a little bit more restricted to certain areas. They don't come to this lake, they come to this lake. They will come here, they will come here. They will occasionally come here, but I don't always have luck with this lake. Both of these lakes great for lions. Both of these lakes as well, amazing for them. This lake over here as well, and this bottom lake right over here, you can find them there as well. I do have guides for some of these animals as well, so if you want to have more detail on them in terms of what weapons to use, what guns to use, just go to my beginners tips and tricks series or my animal guide series. You will find those videos in those playlists. Now let me think. Jackals, they're also almost everywhere. Favorite spot for them though is this lake here, double lake here, this lake over here, and this lake up here. I basically always find them there. And finishing off with the warthog. The warthog, they're everywhere as well. Favorite lake for them though, this one right here, this one right over here, and where is it now? This lake down here. I just find a ton of them there. There's also a good amount at this lake over here. Like you'll find a very, very good amount of warthog up here. And if you're going in their feed time, you can actually spot them usually in this area here. There's like a big grass area, and you'll generally find them there feeding, which is a good spot to know about as it could really help you out. In terms of what loadout I would be rocking on here, I would generally use something like the 7mm and the 243. If you have DLC guns, then I would recommend using the M1, which comes with the smoking barrel weapon pack, the 300 Magnum, which you get with buying the Yukon DLC, but then you still have to buy it for 75,000 here. And then if you really all want to go out fully with DLC weapons, I'd use the Mosin. And probably actually doesn't matter using the Mosin, you might as well just use the 243 if you're after jackals. If you don't care about jackals, I'd use the Mosin to get those springbuck down. But other than that, M1, 300, and you're golden for everything except for the rabbits, the springbuck, and the coyotes, the side strip jackals. I don't carry the 22 for the rabbits with me just because I don't really hunt the rabbits. But if you want to hunt those, use the 22 or one of the shotguns with the birdshot and you will be just fine. Since it's early in the morning, why don't we go ahead and go on a little morning hunt, and then next episode, when we do our second hunt on here, we're going to be doing a little bit more of the lion hunting, because I know that's probably most people's favorite animal on this map, and I just want to show you some tips and tricks there for how to do it as a beginner without having to set up your map with tents, tripods, and all of that good stuff. So how to really be effective at just using the map by itself. So why don't we get started? We're gonna go to this little lake here first, as we are going to be finding, or should be finding, a good amount of gemsbuck and a pretty decent amount of warthog as well. One thing that I did actually almost forget to mention, which probably a lot of you are going to be asking, is which outpost I would recommend getting first. Is, don't want to get stuck in a tree, is going to be getting this outpost over here. It's really helpful. Both of these outposts up here, and I would also highly recommend you get this outpost and the outpost right here, including with this one, and then placing a tent here just so that you can access this kind of bottom ridge down here, because you have a really nice vantage point, which I think I'll show in a second, because we're going to start off by going along this way down here, and then I'll kind of end up here and showing you what I would recommend in terms of the two tents that I would place on this map, because there's really two essentials that I'd be using. And apparently we've got a lion here. I hope he's not mad at us. Where are you, lion? Okay, it's just a female lion. Perfect. But we are almost here. But where I'd highly recommend placing a tent as well, right here at Twin Lake, because coming from this angle, I don't really like it. There's a lot of brush on this side, and from here you can see this lake almost perfectly, this lake as well perfectly, and you're not going to be spooking too many animals. So I would highly recommend trying to attack it from those sides, but we're either going to go about that next episode, or I might still put it in here depending on how long we're going to be taking up with hunting the animals. And we already have a warthog warning call, so we're probably coming in too close. I forgot that we don't have the sneak perk here, so that is why we probably just spooked a little bit of things. But already can see quite a good amount of animals even feeding just around here, so this is really a good lake to come. And we have possibly our first diamond. Actually, I think that's a guaranteed diamond warthog. Oh my god. First animal we spot is a diamond. Oh my god. We are actually going to be talking about diamonds before I even thought that we're going to be talking about diamonds. We are, what level are we now? We are level 13, and we have our second level 5 animal. We had a level 5 on, what map was it? On Yukon, that was a troll, but now we actually have a level 5 right there. And I'm going to be going with the 7mm on this, just because I don't want to take any, and I don't mean any, chances with this warthog here. One thing I should note very quickly just about the levels. For the Gemsbuck, there are a ton of level 4s, so don't be disappointed if a lot of them aren't even close to making diamond. The males, they are generally also big trolls. Females can make it though, so be aware of that. Female Gemsbuck can make diamond, and that is more common than a level 5 male making diamond. So just be aware of that. We literally had a stream like 2-3 weeks ago where we found 3 or 4 level 5 Gemsbuck, and every single one of those 5s was a troll. So just be aware of that, and don't be disappointed. That will happen, but this warthog should make diamond. I think 58 is their minimum requirement, and his estimate is 59 to 67 because we unlocked that perk last time. Only problem I have right now is we have to get him alert somehow, or we just wait. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit, and if that doesn't work, I'm gonna try and use the little whistle feature here. Okay, so this guy really does not, and I mean does not, want to move, like turn broadside from me. So why don't we try using X, the whistle, and see if he goes attentive from that. We are maybe a little bit too far out though. Let's give that another shot, because usually that's what I will use that for. I haven't used it in a very long time, because usually I do have the 22 with us, but that is not really an option right now. So why don't we try sneaking over a little bit more to the right here and trying to get a broadside shot. Now that we actually have a diamond here, I am really surprised about that, but I mean, we got one now, so why don't we talk about the diamond rating, as it is something that a lot of new people are confused about. We already talked a little bit about the medals in like episode 4 or 5. So if you don't get what a diamond level is, I'll quickly just recap it. There's basically different levels. You have none, which is females mostly because they don't have any kind of score or rating on them. Then you have bronze, silver, gold, and diamond being the best and biggest that you can get. Now diamonds are extremely rare and are what most people are trying to aim for, or getting a rare. So rare basically just means having a different fur variation on the animal, something like an albino, melanistic, piebald. Those are probably the most common ones. For most animals, you'll have probably 2 or 3 of those variations for them. But those are the main things people are trying to get on here. At least like most people that like use the trophy lodge, they will try and get a diamond and rares to put up so that they can look at them later. But we're going to do that as well in this episode, I think, then, because finding a diamond is something really, really special, and you can notice here, I'm not trying to take a risky shot like I would usually when we're doing the beginner series. This is not about getting cash, getting XP. This is all about the experience, and the adrenaline rush that you'll have at the beginning is gonna be crazy. And enjoy it, be happy, and don't try and mess it up. If you mess it up, don't feel bad. We all messed up diamonds. I for sure have my handful of diamonds that I have messed up in my time playing this game. It happens to the best of us, and oof, it's completely normal. So don't feel bad. It's gonna happen at one point. Even if you make your first diamond, don't go for risky shots on them unless you like the thrill of it, because you will probably be more sad than happy if you mess it up and do a bad shot, because they're rare and you want to try and protect those. If you don't feel comfortable at taking a shot at the beginning, I completely get you. I will not blame you for trying to keep your animal on your map until you're maybe a higher level, or until you have the zeroing distance or better scope unlocked, because like I said, taking a good shot is very, very, very important. But I think I feel quite comfortable now at this angle. Let me just find a spot where I don't have any grass in my way. This does look to be very good, and he is just standing there drinking calmly. So why don't we pull out the 7mm? We're a little bit close, but I really don't think that this should be an issue with the 7mm. I think this should be just fine. Why don't we go for a double long shot? We should either drop him, or he should straight away go to 50 to 75. But let's hold our breath. Actually, I want to wait until he puts his head down one more time so I don't get any weird in-animation glitching happening. So if he drops his head, we're going to take the shot. Come on, there we go. And boom, dropped him. We dropped our guy. That is amazing. I think that is going to be our first diamond of the series. Wow. That is insane. I am so happy about that. Obviously, this is going to make Vurhonga now look like it's filled with diamonds. I can assure you it's not. This is just very lucky. We got very lucky that the first animal that we spotted on here turned out to be a level 5 warthog. So I don't expect to find a level 5 warthog straight away. But wow, 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 wow. I'm going to try and get a picture of this. For anybody that doesn't know, pressing P will actually enable picture mode. But this is probably the best that we're going to get here. So why don't we try and get 2 or 3 nice pictures of him. There we go. And let's pick this guy up. He is a diamond. Oh, he's a big diamond too. He is a 60.2 diamond. And yeah, he was guaranteed from the start with that estimate of 59 to 64. What was it, I think? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We got ourselves a first diamond. We're going to taxonomize this guy straight away. But this is insane. Look at those tusks. That is just great. Love to see that. And we got a good amount of XP, cash. Wow, this is cool. This is really good. I am happy we got our first diamond. We didn't even thought about getting our diamond, and we just got one by going on Vurhonga. Amazing. Now, I will quickly go ahead and unlock the outpost and then show off that one spot that I meant for a tent placement. So this one we're going to go over in next episode, but we're going to quickly unlock this outpost over here and then go down to this area, place the tent, and then I'll just show you what I mean in terms of the view that you get there and how effective that is. And then we're going to very quickly go ahead and go in one of the lodges and place down our diamond warthog. So here we are now at the lookout tower. And oh, I didn't even know that the ATV could go up here. But let's quickly grab this and then look at this stunning view that you get from here. Like, imagine, like, you have to imagine right now, the Gemsburg aren't here yet, but once they are, they will fill this valley right over here. And I can assure you there are going to be a lot of them. You're not going to see all of them because of the 400-meter rendering distance, but if you go there, like a little bit down here, you will see basically this whole area just fill up with Gemsbuck, Cape Buffalo when they're drinking. It is just insane. So my recommendation in terms of placing down the tent would be as follows. I would just go right here, place that tent here. You can fast travel here, go right down here, and you will just see the amount of gemsbuck that are here, and you will just get so much cash and so much XP. I know today was a little bit of a short hunt, but like I promised, we are going to be going into one of the trophy lodges. Now, I don't even know which one we should go in. Why don't we go... Let me look which one we have, and then I will see where we're going to put this warthog, because I honestly forgot which one we used last time to put in the troll caribou. So I could actually not find where our caribou is, so I'm just gonna look. Did we place them last time? We should have, but not. So let's look. Can we put the warthog on here? Yes, we can. So you can get either this lodge or the Sasika Safari Lodge. If you want to create a new lodge, all you have to go down here. You won't have any up here. You just have to go here, create lodge, and you will be spawned in with a new lodge. You currently cannot name any of these, so you're just kind of gonna have to remember by numbers. Now, there are different plaque sizes for different sized animals. This is like a medium plaque or like a large plaque. Then there are smaller ones up there which are medium. This is considered a small plaque. This is like very small. And then you have these wall plaques at different sizes. You've got tiny ones like this, medium ones like this, a large one like these, and the extra large ones, which are these ones right over here. Depending on animal size you have is going to be depending on the size of animal you can place in there. Since the warthog don't take up a lot of space, we can place this guy right here. And then with the left or right mouse button on console, I think it is with the triggers, you can change their different position, poses, and what they do. If they're on the circle one with the arrow button, or with the bumpers on the controller, I think you can turn them. On PC, it's using the arrow left and right arrow keys depending on what way you want to turn them. If you want to take away a trophy on console, it is going to be Q. V is going to be switching the modes that you can look them at. This is all done on the V pad or with the square/X button on PS4/Xbox. So I'm just going to keep this guy here for now. He's going to look really nice in the entrance, and a very big warthog. I think this is even the biggest one I ever got, and he is on our beginner account, which is just crazy. And he's not actually going to be going in my actual lodge because the accounts are no longer synced. But here we are, got our first diamond, got our first episode on Vurhonga. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next episode, we're going to go a little bit more on a hunt there and learn a bit more about the lions and how I would approach the different lakes, set the map up a little bit more, those kinds of things. But that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did so, please definitely smash that like button, as it really does help the channel out a lot. And with that being said, have a good day, and bye bye, and peace.